It's your man Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this edition of TSR Live. This is an impromptu episode of this is going to be TSR Primetime with Donovan Sharpe. I, of course, am live from Reno, Nevada. I was at the 21 convention this past weekend down in Orlando, Florida, and I am now went to Philly for a couple of days, and jumped right back on a plane. Came right here to Reno, Nevada. Had some business to take care of. Shout out to Big Brother in Life. What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning into the stream. Aslam Mehdi, good to see you guys. Lando Calrissian, good to see you guys as well. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if the stream quality is halfway decent. I'm actually using my phone as a hotspot. Because the hotel has really shitty Wi-Fi. Yep, there it is. James Martinez says, "Yep, doing a remote TSR live, TSR prime time." So yeah, let me know if I look good. Let me know if I sound good, and I'll continue everything as such. But yeah, man, I've done a lot of he said, okay. BK from the Rocky says I sound kind of muffled. Do I sound kind of muffled to anybody else? Let me maybe raise my iPad a little bit. Does anybody else think I sound kind of muffled, or is that just him? Ah, Lando is Blaster. Okay. All right. Okay. Andres 305, the player formerly known as Miami J, checking in. All right. Hang on. I'm going to turn this. Hang on a second. All right. Very good. See if I can turn up the. How do I good on the sound? Young J716, good to see you in here. Okay, let me make sure all the messages are visible there. Excellent. Excellent. Good to see you, man. Okay. Excellent. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. James Martinez says the video is kind of choppy, and I'm going in and out. Now the volume is low. Yeah, the volume is as high as it can go on my end, guys. So turn up your volume. Again, I'm streaming from my iPad. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe streaming from my laptop. But the laptop doesn't really seem to be doing too well as far as the connection. I'm using my iPhone as my mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. Maybe because it's Apple product to Apple product. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to. This is just going to be a quick live Q&A. It's 6 o'clock here on the West Coast. My body clock is telling me that it is every bit of 9 o'clock. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning to catch a very early good God, a 7 o'clock flight. And so now I'm out here in Reno taking care of stuff. So shout out to you guys. Let me show the chat here. Show the chat. There we go. Yeah, I like to see the chat. Excellent. Dominance mindset. What's going on, brother? Yeah, I can see where the video is kind of in and out. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys sort of a quick update. Do a live Q&A with you guys. I'll probably do this for maybe 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes. Because I am totally exhausted right now, guys. So what's been happening over the past week and a half, 2 weeks or so is okay, gotcha. I got you, Miami J. I got you. Armando Moreno, good to see you as well. I'm now on your coast. Yeah, I haven't been doing my regular show, TSR Live with Donovan Sharpe, which normally airs weekdays at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. It is, and it's because I've been doing some traveling. I went down to the 21 convention. down in Orlando, Florida this past weekend. So I took the week off to prepare. Well, I kind of took the week off to prepare for my speech down there, which went really, really well. Got to meet a lot of you guys. Got to meet a lot of the speakers. Shout out to Thanatos Clutch, who's in the house. And Emmanuel Sanders has just caught like a 70-something yard touchdown pass. So now the Denver Broncos are up on the Arizona Cardinals, now 28-3. Anyway, so I was down there for 4 days, had an awesome time, had a hell of a time. I'm actually going to write an article on Negro Men. So came back here went back to Philly for a couple days, and so now I'm back out on the road. I'm out here in Reno, Nevada. And because of all my traveling, I haven't been doing my show. But if you are a patron, not to worry. I make sure that I put out content every day. If it's a 15-minute soundbite, 20-minute video, whatever the case may be, I'll make sure you guys get fed. I will still tomorrow morning. I've got somewhere to be tomorrow morning, but I don't have to be there, and I don't have to be there till 9 o'clock. So I am going to do a TSR live with Donovan Sharpe tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. It'll be a 40, maybe 45 minute, 45 minute video. It'll I'm not gonna have all the bells and whistles. Obviously, I'm not at home with my studio and all of the instructions and everything. No, James, it's not a court date. Don't worry about that. But I'm not gonna have all the bells and whistles available to me. But I will have I am gonna have a topic matter, subject matter, things to take care of. James, James like that, huh? No, it's actually I'm tying up some loose ends in terms of had some real estate stuff, had some property out here, and I got to tie up some loose ends on that stuff. But yeah, I will be on tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, and I'll be doing anywhere between a 45 minute to an hour TSR live with Donovan Sharpe. And listen, I mean, depending upon how it goes. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll go on a little bit longer than that. But I just wanted to give you guys an update, just to let you guys know nothing's wrong with me, nothing's wrong with the show. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately, and I know I've got a lot of patrons who count on my content and everything. So I just want to let you guys know everything is all right. If you have any questions or anything like that, be sure to put them in the chat. Let's see. Moises Garcia says, Donovan, how long did it take you to kill your old blue pill self? From the time I took the red pill, I don't know, probably took me a couple of years to get. Well, that's a good question. When I took the red pill, when I first saw red pill content, it didn't take me long to figure out that, yes, this is correct. Like, this is what we need to be doing. But I don't know. It probably took me a good 1.5 to 2 years to get rid of most of my. Listen, guys, I still have blue pill tendencies. Yeah, Moises Garcia says, does he ever try to sneak back in? Yeah, all the time. Of course. I say this all the time. I said this at my speech at the 21 convention. No one's 100% alpha 100% of the time. A lot of red pill guys have blue pill tendencies. This is just how it goes. But as long as you're cognizant of what those tendencies are, you can do your level best to keep them from coming back, in other words. So that's a very good question. Armando Moreno saw that I was rocking my new Jordans, my new J's at the 21 convention. Absolutely. So when I bring up the chat here on the iPad, it looks like it slows the video down a little bit. So I'm going to bring up the chat on my laptop. Moises Garcia wants to know, is it me or do women know when a guy is red pill? Yeah, of course they know. Now, women don't say, okay, that guy is red pill. I know he's red pill. But no. They don't label. I mean, unless they have red pill awareness, unless they know this, they'll describe a guy as red pill. But most women don't say he's red pill. Most women think, yeah, that's a guy that I want to fuck that guy. That guy looks like a dominant guy. He's very socially dominant. Looks like he's got a lot going on for himself. He's in good shape, etc., etc. So, do women know if a guy is red pill or not? Yes, they do. They don't call it that.
don't call it red pill, but they know. The answer is they know. All right, so I'm going to bring up the other chat here. Bring this up on the other side. Just give me 2 seconds here, fellas. There we go. Excellent. All right, I'm going to do the pop out chat so I can see you guys. No, I'm not in a helicopter. I'm at a hotel in downtown Reno, Nevada. Let me bring this up here so I can see all of your. James Martinez says that sounds like a court date. Okay. Excellent. Alan LT says take a quick trip to Vegas. Listen, man, I'm not going to tell you that the thought had not crossed my mind, but no, I've got some. These are things that I need. You know, I've got a couple of things that needed to get taken care of like months ago. So I'm finally here doing this. Blaster says take a quick trip to the Bunny Ranch if it was me. Yeah, prostitution is legal in parts of Nevada. Clark County is not one of those places. Clark County is where Las Vegas, Nevada is. It is not. Listen, prostitution is illegal, but it fucking, you know, it happens there. Thanatos Clutch says there's a possibility that I get a job in Vegas soon. How will I fare in Las Vegas if the only vice I have are loose women on vacations? I can't resist the urge to gamble and do drugs. Yeah, you're going to do well. Yeah, if your only vice are sluts, yeah. If you can stay away from the gambling and the drugs, you'll be all right. Listen, I probably gambled a total of $7 the entire time I lived in Vegas. And I'm a big sports guy. I love sports, but dude, gambling never really, like, I was never really into gambling at all. Like, that was never an issue for me. Reynaldo Betancourt is Ray for PG. What's up, my nig? Ray from PG checking in. Good to see you. But yeah, loose women and drugs, that was my game, and I managed to make it work there for damn near 10 years. And I was able to save up a shitload of money. Not as much money as I would have liked, but, you know, that's how it goes. V-Coast says, some guys naturally red pill, but need a Phil Jackson like Jordan to fine-tune his skills? Yeah, that's a good question. I think that some guys are... No man is naturally red pill. No man really gets it. And a lot of guys will have that advantage. You're raised by a man who has red pill awareness, and he imparts that wisdom onto you either directly or indirectly. He sits you down and says, listen, son, this is the way it goes. This is what you do. This is what you shouldn't do. Sometimes every once in a while, a son will learn from his father. I actually had a consult with a guy who grew up with a pretty alpha father. You know, he said that his father ran the household, and that's, fortunately for him, he learned that. But of course, you get out into the world tells you that that's not the way to do it. And then, of course, we end up in situations like this. So yeah, I don't believe that any man is ever naturally red pill. I think if a guy has natural red pill awareness, it's because he was raised around men who have natural red pill awareness. Shout out to Red Jedi. What's going on? Yeah, Miami J says, holler at Rolo when I'm in Reno. Yeah. Rolo Tomasky and I are definitely going to meet up for a beer or a cup of coffee, or both. Tote W41 says, how can you be that close to Vegas and not go? No, man, I am here on business. This is a business trip. Because if I were to go to Vegas, I probably wouldn't come back. Like, I know my weaknesses. Trust me. Miguel Santiago says, Donovan, I considered myself a high-quality man. I fuck a lot of quality girls. Problem is, when I feel really bad, at the end, I fuck, but I need to spend a lot of energy and time. Can you explain? Be a little bit more specific. The question was a little erratic. Miami J says, I cracked through all of Goldman's books since the 21 convention. Yeah, I don't really need these anymore, right? Yeah, Miami J said he's gone through all of Goldman's books since the 21 convention. Very good. Hence the identity change. Oh, okay. Good. Very good. I like that. I like that. James Martinez wants to know would I consider Trump a red pill man? Hell yeah, dude. Donald Trump is the first true alpha male, red pill aware male we've ever had in the White House. Straight up. Ray from PG says he cannot wait to come to that 21 convention. Man, it was off the chain, man. It was crazy. Moise Garcia says, Donovan, I fell in the red pill at 19. I'm 20 now. What do you recommend for a dude who found it early? Listen, man, consume as much red pill content as you can. Become a patron of mine. Become a patron of Alpha Male Strategies. Become a patron of O'Shea Duke Jackson. Read Return of Kings. Go to DonovanSharpe.com. Read IllimitableMan.com. Just consume as much red pill content as humanly possible. That's what you should do. True Israelite Daniel says, what's up, bro? Love the content. Appreciate that. Blaster wants to know, how is Reno, Nevada? Yeah, it's actually the same as it was when I left. For those of you who don't know, I lived in Vegas, and there's a brick wall there right outside my window. But I've actually got a nice view of the Silver Legacy Casino right outside my hotel room here in Reno. I lived in Las Vegas for 8.5 years, and I ended up moving. I actually moved up here to Reno to kind of settle down, and I went to I was here for just over a year, and then of course I moved to Philly. That's where I live now. So Thanatos Clutch says Reno isn't close to Vegas at all, especially with no direct freeway between the cities. Yes, a lot of guys think that Reno, Nevada is just outside of Las Vegas. No. Reno to Vegas, that's about a 7-hour drive. That's about a 7-hour drive, 6 if you're speeding. So no, I can't just pop over to. I can't just pop on to Vegas. It doesn't work that way. Total41 says, what are your thoughts on Return of Kings shutting down since you were connected there at one point? Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal at all. Roosh was very open and honest in that post. He said he let us know that the grind is wearing him down. Editing Return of King's post is his least favorite activity of all of his Manosphere related duties. He's getting burned out. The website isn't getting as much. It's not making as much revenue. So he decided to step back. And he called it, and a lot of people characterize this as Return of Kings shutting down. Guys, Return of Kings has not shut down. Roosh has put Return of Kings on an indefinite hiatus. If it was shut down, then he would say, I'm shutting down Return of Kings. This would imply that Roosh is absolutely coming back to Return of Kings. So nonstop for 6+ years, he's just taking a break. That's all. Moises Garcia says, I've been a patron since you first told the story about that Mexican girl, and yeah, I read Illimitable Man and Return of Kings. Good, so you're on the right track. Mossy says, I went to Silver Legacy as a kid when it first opened. Okay. BK from the Rockies says, I got exposed to the red pill watching the late, great Patrice O'Neal and Ron White stand-up comedy shows on Comedy Central. Best stuff ever. Yeah, listen, Patrice O'Neal, man. Dude, Patrice is one of the greats. God, he's a great. Honestly, man, it's too bad we lost him this soon, man. It really is. I hate that we lost Patrice, man. I really did. Matthew says, word on the streets is that Reno is super tech friendly and a lot of San Francisco is moving there. Yes. Yes, Tesla is out here now. And so when Tesla comes, that brings jobs, that brings tech jobs. So that is absolutely correct. Thanatos Clutch says, Salt Lake City is closer to Vegas than Reno. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, Big Brother in life, Patrice O'Neal does not have a channel because Patrice O'Neal is dead. He died of a heart attack or a stroke, I think back in 2011. Yeah, so, again, I just wanted to do a quick video, just kind of let you guys know what's going on with me. And, like I said, I mean, listen, if you're a patron of mine, there's gonna be a post just about every day. Every once in a while, I might miss a day, but there's gonna be a post every day on Patreon. So I make sure I take care of my patrons. Probably gonna write a few articles for Patreon over the next couple of days or so. But just to let you guys know, TSR Live isn't going anywhere. I've just done a lot of traveling. I haven't had a lot of time to really just sit down and grind things out. But after I get done with my business here in Reno, I'm actually coming back on Tuesday night is when I'm coming back. I'm headed back to Philly for the foreseeable future. I don't plan on getting on a plane for quite some time because I have logged the miles this year. I'm actually starting to fade out now because that jet lag is starting to kick in. But so anyway, let me answer a few more questions here. True Israelite Daniel says, what do I think of Tommy Sotomayor and his content, and would you have a show with him in the near future? Yeah, listen, man, Tommy's a straight shooter. Tommy keeps it 100. I'd love to do a show with him. He's mentioned, that he's a fan of my work, but Tommy's in high demand, man. He gets show requests all the time. He gets pulled in 100 different directions. And, I'd love to have him on my show. I'd love to go on his show, but I'll let him reach out to me for that. Because, again, he's just so inundated with requests all the time. Every once in a while, we may overlap on the Brother Pill or the Sunday Rumble if I decide to get involved with that. But yeah, I like Tommy. Tommy's good. Razor's Edge, quadruple 8. King Nick in the house. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of TSR Primetime. Tune in tomorrow morning, guys, at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific for TSR Primetime with Donovan Sharpe. No, Xanatos, I did not know that Tom Lakis was retiring his radio show. I'll have to look into that. But that's going to do it for this episode. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. See you guys there.